Hi, it's Vic here from Paranormal Extraction, Supernatural Light Workers. I want to say hi to y'all, and my friend and partner Zoe informed me that we have somewhere in the ethers lost this little clip we did on smudging here a while back. So there have been some requests, and there's always a curiosity about smudging, what it's about. So decided to do it again and bring you a little more information about that. Let's talk about the sacred medicines in Native America. I know there's many. But what I'm talking about is certain spiritual medicines that run throughout the 500 nations. And that would be the sweetgrass, the sage, and the cedar. Each one coming from another corner in America to meet in the middle, so to speak, to bring us the good news on how to take care of ourselves, purify our homes, our children, ourselves, and our friends, whether we be in ceremony or, well, you know what? We're always in ceremony. It's called life. It's a big ceremony. That's why it's so important that we use these medicines in order, in the proper order, the spiritual order, and in the way in which they're meant to be used. And, like I say, not just the order, but their purpose as well. Cedar is what you'll find burned at gatherings, ceremonies like Sundance, Sweat Lodge, Vision Quest, or Hamblecha. All of these places, we burn cedar. We smudge the people with cedar because that provides a circle of protection when it's used. The cedar tree is this, and the story comes from the Northwest. So the grandmothers brought us the teaching. They came down from the Pacific Northwest with sacks of cedar. And they spread the teaching up and down the coast, and then they headed east. And the protection is this, that if you look at a cedar tree, its boughs come down to the ground and then they bend out, leaving a void or a place to sit up underneath the trees. Now, when the Wakinyan, the thunder beings, come in from the west, they're strong medicine. They're bringers of all life and of all destruction. They bring the power and life-giving water that has all of that power of destruction and life as well. Comes from the highest of places, goes to the lowest of places. And when the people would be caught out in the thunderstorm, I mean a tough one, and it would be pelting, and there's thunder, and there's lightning, and the Wakinyan are flying above us. They've dipped their robes in the ocean, and they shake them out over us. That's the rain. And when their wings flap, that's the wind. And every now and then there's a big crash, and that's their voice. The thunder beings, the lightning, the rain, the wind, all of that. And when people experienced that and they were in the woods, they would climb up underneath the cedar tree, gather together there, and when the storm passed, they'd come back out. And they noticed that this worked not only in those pertinent situations that they were in, but they worked in everyday situations. That if you smudged yourself with cedar, certain things that were in you, around you, or threatening you would leave. Because cedar tree is like a membrane. It creates a circle of protection. Those things that are on the inside of that area being smudged, if they have malintent, have to leave. They cannot re-enter that place. And that's why it's used at our major events, our spiritual events. That's my little dog over there doing his job. Thanks, Ben. Now the cedar, like I say, is that for protection. And the sage is that of cleansing. So the order in which these are used, and one other medicine is the sweetgrass. That is this one, this beautiful braid. It's braided like they say the Creator's hair would be braided, or a woman's hair would be braided, right? Both men and women in Native America braid their hair. That represents that it comes from the earth. That's the mother's braid. And it comes with the protection of the spirit. All around the world, Makasita Mio use this like this. Every place that teaching is gone, these medicines are used like that. So we smudge ourselves to rid ourselves of stinking thinking, bring us into the remembrance of God. and we're already setting up for protection. So we smudge ourselves in the area first with with sage. Second, we smudge the room with cedar to seal it, bring it into protection, bring it into the light. Then we invite the light, the spirit itself, the all-around spirit, the everywhere spirit.
Benny senses something.
He senses Javon silently. Let's do this again.
No, it's okay.
No, I want to do it again.
Okay.